I find myself out here in our beautiful nature, and on my way back home, I contemplated scientism. Scientism being the ideology of science. Because you see, science has so many dogmatic views. So many people consider science to be the end-all be-all, because if it's not proven by science, in many people's mind, then it cannot be real. But that is not the scientific model. In truth, the scientific model is willing to be open to any possibility. It is willing to be totally and utterly wrong in every regard until absolute truth is established. So, humans have been conducting science for as long as humans have been around. But the ultimate science is a science within, the science of knowing oneself. And so many of us, lost that fundamental science. We have lost connection with going through the deduction of our own experience to determine what is true in our own experience, because in science, anecdotes are considered to be the lowest level of evidence. But in truth, anecdotes, your own experience, is the only verifying factor of evidence, because if you cannot verify something in your own experience as being true, how can it be true at all? At least experientially for you, it cannot be true, can it? So, we have to consider, really, that it is our responsibility to understand the universe, because our own understanding of the universe is the only understanding that can apply to us. And this is a famous quote of the great psychedelic philosopher Terence McKenna. And this guy, very nice guy, very well-spoken guy, he also famously said that in regards to science, if science had simply allowed one miracle, one magical event, then science can explain the rest. So in that sense, science is no different from religion, because religions also make assumptions about the creation or the existence of all that is. But the difference is that these religious views, they hinge it on our own knowledge of ourselves. Science looks for answers out there. Science typically, not always, but typically assumes that the material world is the foundation of reality, and that consciousness somehow arises out of this material existence. But I, on the other hand, would rather make the point of view that if there were not consciousness in the first place, then there could be no world, there could be no experience, there could be nothing at all to be perceived, because consciousness is the substratum of existence. Consciousness, awareness, knowing itself, the very fact of being and life itself is the very reason, it's the core of anything being at all. What does it mean for something to be? All of existence borrows its existence from that which is present now, that which is watching this video, that which is presenting this video to you. It is I, it is you, it is what we are. Fundamentally, it is awareness, because without awareness, how could you be aware of anything? And then you may say that, yeah, but that which we are aware of and awareness arises at the same time. And that is true. You cannot separate the two. But also you have to consider which one is prior to which one is fundamental, and which one arises secondarily. Because sure, you cannot distinguish the two. But there first must be the subject, so to speak, in order for there to be the object. If there's not one to know, how can the known be known? But if you take it a step further, you'll realize then that there's no distinction between the knower and the known, because just as you might have claimed, they cannot be distinguished from one another. They cannot be separated out in two, so they're the same. There is no material reality. There is only awareness. There is only you. And when you see this, when you lean into this understanding, not through intellect, not through concept, not through any contrived notions of the mind, but simply just allowing this moment to be as it is, without trying to hinder, to change, to alter, to bring about any particular experience or understanding, but simply to recognize what is here. There is this dissolution of all ideas. There's this innate, very much childlike wonder, this awe of experience, and the miracle of life just shines through, because right now out here, there's so much beauty. I cannot begin to describe to you all this beauty out here. The horses grazing, having a good time just like I am, all out here enjoying this marvel of life itself, and it sure is a miracle. And how we would ever go about explaining this miracle, I don't know. But that is how my view has come to differ from lots of science, because I no longer need an explanation. Because it's not explained in words, concepts, ideas. It is known. It is known for experience right here. And yeah, that is really the beauty of life. To just be in the wonder, to be in the awe, and to not know. To be, as a Zen Buddhist would call, the beginner's mind. To acknowledge that, yeah, you don't know. I don't know. For so many years, for most of my life, I've been convinced, I've been trying to know, I've been humbled time and time again, because the arrogance of thinking that I know always leads me to a roadblock. It leads me to stumble in my own ideas of what I think might be. And then I find myself dead in the tracks of concepts, of ideas, of understandings that aren't really in alignment with truth, because truth cannot be contained. We cannot explain, we cannot even begin to convey, we cannot even begin to comprehend what all this is. And we don't need to put a label to it, we don't need to describe anything at all. We simply need, not even need, but we simply find ourselves in life, as this unfoldment, and beauty simply arises in and out of what we are. Look, it's a friend coming my way. Shall we greet him, her? Hello. Oh, more friends. Oh, this one's nice. Yeah. Oh, it's biting me. Yeah. So having a great time here with my friends. Hope you're having a good time as well. Oh, I'm surrounded by them. Yeah. A wonderful life.